Welcome to Geek Gambit. I'm Ryan.
I'm Alex.
And this is our first ever reaction video.
A video to react to be fair.
Yeah, well, we're reacting to the official trailer of Deadpool and Wolverine. And we are hyped. Obviously, it's the only MCU film releasing this year. Are you hyped?
I'm very hyped. Very hyped. I mean, the first X-Men film, live action, that we're going to have in the MCU. So I'm excited to see how it's going to go. I wonder if they're going to stick to how Fox were doing it, or they're going to go in a completely left field or something like that. So I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen with them.
Yeah. What are you expecting to see from the film?
I don't actually know. I'm expecting to see the death of the Fox universe, to be honest. I personally don't want to keep seeing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine going into the future with the MCU, so I'm hoping this is going to separate the two universes away from what the MCU are going to do in the future. And
so what's your beef with Hugh Jackman? He is...
I mean, I love him.
The GOAT.
I love him.
The longest serving superhero actor.
He's just too tall for a start, and also he's 20 years. He's nearly been Wolverine now. Well, no, it is 20 years now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, he's been Wolverine, and I think it's just time to pass the baton to someone else. And I want the MCU to separate themselves from Fox in a way
So you want a reboot of the X-Men?
Within a complete reboot. I mean, personally, I want Krakoa, but we'll see if I get that. I don't want to just still see an origin story for the X-Men. I don't want them to have to reintegrate mutants and how mutants are about and who they are, what they are. I just want them to be set up, but we just don't know that they are there yet. Yeah.
I know what you mean. I was in the same boat with wanting a complete reboot of X-Men, recast of all the actors. But with seeing the plans of Secret Wars and incursions and universes colliding and the teaser for Deadpool and Wolverine, X-Men 97, and how that's playing out and whether we're going to see that as live action. Seeing Kelsey Grammer return as Beast in the Marvels, and it's just getting me excited again.
It's getting me excited, to be fair. I think with Secret Wars, I would enjoy watching them bring the Fox universe and explain how the Fox universe is going to be integrated, with it all finishing at Secret Wars. I think that'll be good, and then bringing their own mutants, like bringing the mutant genes somehow into 616. So
well, it's already there, isn't it? Because they've said that Miss Marvel's a mutant, which I don't know about that.
I wonder also how X-Men 97 is gonna, what the relationship is going to be between the X-Men and X-Men 97 in live action compared to the animated series. Also with Spider-Man as well, how are they going to do that with the new Spider-Man series that's coming out? So it'll be interesting to see with these animated series, because obviously What If is somehow connected to the current canon of the MCU, but then how are they going to integrate all of these animated series as well? So I'm hoping this Deadpool and Wolverine is going to bring some understanding to that.
That's if they are, because I know recently come out, I think it was today actually, they came out and said X-Men 97 is not canon at all.
Oh really?
Yeah, but he said Feige considered making it canon to the Earth 616 universe of the MCU, but then they said they wanted to just keep it its own thing. But in terms of Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, what are you expecting to see from Deadpool? Because I will say I recently watched Deadpool and Deadpool 2, and on sort of rewatch of Deadpool 2, it actually got worse for me.
Oh really?
Yeah,
because I don't really remember Deadpool 2 a lot. I haven't watched it since it came out, so Deadpool 1 I just thought was fantastic, but
I really like Deadpool 1. Deadpool 2 it's obviously got good aspects to it, like Cable, the Juggernaut, but I just feel like the humour sometimes was very forced, and everything that came out of Deadpool's mouth was a joke.
I feel like that's what the MCU sort of started to do as well, but I feel like with recent reactions lately, I don't know if they're going to try and move away from that. So I don't know if they're going to make Deadpool, obviously he's already that tongue-in-cheek humorous character in the comics and everything, but are they going to overkill it, or are they going to dial it back a bit and bring in a bit more of the action of him and the absolute gore that we do like him for?
I think obviously we've seen that the relationship between Cable and Deadpool is that you know, Cable is the serious one and Deadpool's the annoying sort of friend. Is that going to be sort of emulated again in the relationship between Deadpool and Wolverine? Because we've already seen that with Deadpool and Cable, do you know what I mean? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because obviously Wolverine is the serious one and Deadpool is the jokey one. But yeah, as I said, I would like to see the stakes raised for Deadpool and him to be a bit more serious in how he deals with higher stakes. Because obviously he's always joking. He can't die, so the stakes are never really high for him. But if universes are ending, then he is gonna die, isn't he? Because if there's no universe, then he can't be alive if there's no universe.
I'm also like with that. I feel like we saw that with the first one when he had the cancer at the start, and he was a lot more serious. And then obviously the humour came out, and then I feel like in Deadpool 2, that's when he fully just didn't give a toss about what was going on. So I wonder then, is it going to be more like Deadpool 1 with the character of Deadpool?
Yeah.
But then I guess we'll see, won't we?
I know. With all that being said, let's dive into the official trailer of Deadpool and Wolverine.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hey.
Oh no, I'm seeing him. I'm getting
I need
hyped.
you to come with me right now. Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy.
Here we go.
Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40. Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider.
The outfit.
Oh my god.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Oh, fucking hell.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man.
Oh, it looks so good with the sleeves on.
X-Man.
Out the gloves.
I am soaking wet right now.
Oh shit.
Oh, the blood. I'm happy there's blood.
Sam's in nowhere.
Boys are so silly.
Oh my god. Batman.
Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's gone through the portal.
Why? I wonder if
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, one thing that Feige says.
Bolivian marching powder.
They know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupter?
Even Forrest Gump.
Do you want to do a snow-
Nice.
Nice.
So what do you think?
That looks sick though. That got me well hyped, I can't lie.
Yeah.
Even though I was giving Hugh Jackman the shit,
Yeah.
that's nice to see him back.
Yeah. What I did like was when I said, obviously before the trailer, that relationship between Deadpool and Wolverine, where, you know, the relationship between Deadpool and Cable was Cable always being quite serious and Deadpool being the annoying one. This looks like Wolverine's being jokey as well.
Yeah.
So like bit more back and forth, like you said, a bit more balanced, and that's what I kind of wanted to see really. So yeah, no, that was fun.
Am I being stupid with LFG?
What do you mean?
What's LFG?
Let's fucking go.
Oh shit.
You idiot. But,
yeah, but I mean the gore, like the blood. I feel like that's one of the first times we've seen that much blood in the MCU in a trailer.
It's a game changer to see.
Yeah.
Obviously R-rated film.
Yeah,
in
defo,
the MCU, because I mean, if this is successful, they can do so much more with the likes of, you know, Blade, Midnight Suns.
Yeah. Even going through into like anything with Star Wars or anything, it makes me seem that like Disney, this could be the first time that Disney become a bit more laid back with the R ratings for any of their films. And if this does amazing, then I'm hoping that we'll see that a lot more going into the future, which I think will completely change how the MCU is seen.
Yeah, but what I will say is it looks like a lot of the film is within the void. Do you think the void is going to be Battleworld?
That would be sick, that.
Because it seems like it's got all of the, you know, the dying universes or the pruned universes.
Yeah, well, Ant-Man's skull looking like, what was it, like a base or something?
Yeah, it looks like it might be Cassandra Nova's base. If the rumours are true about Cassandra Nova being a sort of leader of, I think is it like Raiders or sort of Brotherhood of evil mutants, because we've seen Pyro obviously in the last trailer, and I think Cassandra Nova might be the leader of them. How are they surviving in the void, like getting around without Elias seeing them? Do you know what I mean? Like, or like how are they sort of defeating Elias? Are they controlling Elias? Or I don't know, are they even in the void? They might not even be in the void. But what was interesting is it looked like Deadpool and Wolverine were jumping through a Doctor Strange portal. Are they jumping in to 616?
And is that a Doctor Strange portal, or do you think that could be more to do with
that was a Doctor Strange portal
thingy? What's the name?
Who?
The girl. Why have I
Clea.
forgotten her name? Yeah.
Well, they're together.
But do you think it's going to be more, maybe this is going to be during the time when Clea went to see Doctor Strange at the end of Multiverse of Madness, and this could be more connected with her going into the void? Because if she knows about the incursions, and if this is going to be the start of like seeing the void and the incursions and the TVA and everything like that, because Doctor Strange doesn't even know about the TVA, does he?
Yeah, but we don't know how long it's been.
Yeah, I don't know.
He could be like the Black Priests, where he could be a Black Priest now, where he's been back in time for years. You know what I mean? Die. And he could have somehow seen everything that's gone on in this film with Deadpool and Wolverine, and then went, right, we need them,
selling his soul.
Yeah, so
God,
he brings them in to the main universe.
Well, I wonder how much they're going to touch in onto the incursions with this. Are they even gonna do that, or are they going to focus more on what's going to be just happening in their story?
I think the TVA are bringing Deadpool in to, or giving him some sort of mission. We don't know why, but they said this Wolverine has let his universe down. Is that because they caused an incursion? Did the X-Men cause an incursion? And then their timeline got pruned or something, because it looks like this Wolverine is in the void, and it looks like that the TVA are asking Deadpool to go and get this Wolverine. I don't know, but
maybe Days of Future Past wasn't meant to happen with them going back, and that was meant to be the end of their world.
Yeah, maybe. Well, obviously the X-Men always mess with time, and the TVA
don't like that.
So there's that could be the cause of something.
Yeah, because anything after that, really, other than because Apocalypse didn't really do anything with time that you'd think would do anything like that, and neither did Dark Phoenix, and then Logan didn't either. So I wonder if it's going to be connected to that in some way, because
but what they always are though, like Logan and Days of Future Past, are always some sort of apocalyptic futures where mutants are dead. That seems to be the
way it goes, doesn't it?
The certain future for X-Men and mutants is that all mutants end up dead.
Because multiple times in the original X-Men animated series, it's them going back in time.
Yeah, and trying to fix something.
And change something to not get that future. But then that future doesn't exist anymore, and people have to then live in the old ways. And I wonder if that is going to be why the TVA are doing something. Yeah,
but also this could be the reason. This could be a good way to bring in Krakoa for 616, because we could say that the Professor Xavier of the 616 universe has seen all of these futures, like they did in the comics in House and Powers of X, where Moira McTaggart was on her 11th life, and she'd seen all of the potential futures, and none of them are where the the mutants were able to live peacefully with humans, or they always ended up in futures where Sentinels ruled, or mutants were dead, and sort of they wanted to go down a different aspect, and so they brought all the mutants over to Krakoa, and they started resurrecting.
But also for Krakoa to work, that Professor X needs to exist, and for that Professor X to exist, the Professor X had to die. So I wonder if the Professor X in Fox died, and then this is going to somehow, well, this is if Krakoa happens, his mind, what is it? Because his mind basically births a new body, doesn't it? And that's what he is. So I wonder if that's going to somehow cross over into 616, and then that's how Krakoa will set up. But that could happen, but it just boils down to the question of, where are mutants in 616 if they're not there now? Like, where have they been? Why have they not helped anything? And what are they doing? Because, you see in the original animated series, no rights come into it and everything, but there was still Captain America, Spider-Man, Iron Man referenced in them, and we've had no references at all. So how are they going to explain that? Yeah. And maybe this film will tell us that.
Well, I don't think we will find out about mutants in the main in the sacred timeline until after Secret Wars. I think this is just gonna be about all of the universes that we know about colliding together in Secret Wars. So the universes we know about are obviously the Fox X-Men, this new universe that was at the end of the Marvels, where we seen Beast, the one that was in Multiverse of Madness, where Wanda decimated the Illuminati. All these universes are going to collide together. There's going to be another universe, apparently the Fantastic Four one.
Why then? Because then they would just have to explain if that X-Men was a different universe when Wanda did the Illuminati. Professor X came in and he played the original X-Men theme tune in that. So is that the X-Men animated series universe?
I don't think it is, because...
Or were they just like teasing us?
It's not. Yeah, they were just teasing us. It's just another... That's just another universe, that.
Yeah.
But what they could do is, like, obviously the Secret Wars, don't want to sort of spoil anything, but the Secret Wars in the comics was, when it all got fixed, I think it was Mr. Fantastic, he restored the universe, but he brought
because
aspects
he takes that power, doesn't he?
But he brought aspects of other dying universes into the main 616, like Miles Morales. He was from the Ultimate Universe.
I wonder if this is going to change the way that they'll bring out films as well, and deal with the issue that they have with series, and obviously losing quite a lot of the fandom because of it. So I wonder if this is going to bring it all back. I mean, it's quite a smart technique, really, to use the Fox universe to bring more hype to it. So I wonder if that's going to be too much overkill, or it's going to work for them. So I'm interested to see how it's all going to go, and I feel like after this we'll start to see a lot more get planned for the future, and a lot more announcements will come out as well.
Yeah, like you said, like we have had a lot of Marvel content in the past few years, a lot of series, and some of the quality hasn't been great, but like you say, with this just being the only film this year, and news circulating about them focusing on things that have worked and not of quality over quantity. I'm hoping it brings the hype back, because we haven't experienced the hype of Infinity War and Endgame since Infinity War and Endgame. I want that hype back for Avengers 5 and Avengers 6.
Way before that as well, though. Like obviously for them, but like the hype that we had around like Civil War and things like that, because these are the types of films now that Civil War had the same amount of time and the amount of films beforehand to lead to the hype of Civil War. So they are losing, and you can see it happening, which is a shame, because the stories are still there. The stories are still good. I mean, the pandemic didn't help. They couldn't release anything because of how cinemas were, and then they just got loaded, and the gut load clearly has exhausted some people. So I think the quality, the story's still there. They just need to work on finessing it a bit better. But we'll just have to see.
It's interesting that there was a dead Ant-Man, or was it a dead Ant-Man, or was it obviously his mask that had been grown a bit, but is that an Ant-Man variant, or is it a sneak peek of what's to come? Because I think Ant-Man Quantumania sort of failed in the fact that it didn't kill off an Ant-Man. Michael Douglas came out and said that he wanted a sort of glorious death for his character in that film, and he wasn't given that. But also the fact that Kang was defeated in that film, and Ant-Man went home. I think that was the wrong thing, in my opinion. They should have let Ant-Man be lost in time. If Ant-Man got lost in time and Kang got back to the main universe, that would have worked more. Because if Ant-Man got lost in time and then we see that trailer and see the big head of Ant-Man, we're like, oh my god, what's happened to him?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And also that did happen in the comics with Hank Pym when he got sent in to find out why the universe was dying. He came back with a big beard and was like, I've just seen eternity die. That's our first ever reaction.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed that content, obviously this is our first ever video, so we haven't got much of a channel yet, but we're trying to build them. We're excited to be on this journey. We're brothers, by the way, and again, I'm Ryan, he's Alex, and if you enjoyed our content, please like and subscribe, and yeah.
Also, comment and just let us know what you want to see more of us doing.
Yeah.
We'll be doing these reaction videos. We've got some lined up for the new X-Men 97 series.
Yeah.
And then hopefully more coming into it. So.
You're going to be seeing a lot more of Alex because he's reacting to X-Men 97. Obviously, I've already caught up. So, but if Alex catches up, quite quickly, and then I might jump on and react to the last few episodes. Alex is also going to be reacting to Fallout as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got that to look forward to. So
hopefully a lot more Star Wars content in the future, with what they're working on. Hopefully, as we said, this might see a difference in how Disney work with the things. So
yeah,
a lot more of that coming your way.
So,
but yeah, see you in the next video.
So yeah, see you in the next video.